UFL fans, and just like that, it is already week 4 of the UFL season. But first, before we go on, congratulations to quarterback Bryce Perkins of the Michigan Panthers being named the Offensive Player of the Week. I mean, this guy wasn't even scheduled to start. Danny Etling went down on, I think, the first or second series of the game. And Bryce Perkins came in and probably had the best game of the year. Of course, they beat the Brahmas. The Panthers are now 2-1. 193 passing yards, 17 completions, and he had 30 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns on 10 carries, and added at 1 point during one of the touchdowns. And of course, he led the eventually game-winning drive until Donald De La Haye missed a field goal for the Brahmas, and Bryce Perkins is your Offensive Player of the Week. On the defensive side, I'm going to brag just a little bit. Congratulations, Andre Mintz of my DC Defenders. Two tackles in the game, which went for sacks. And he forced both fumbles. And, of course, Mintz recovered one of those deep in the St. Louis territory. Defenders led to the first field goal of the game. And Mintz's 2 forced fumbles sets a new UFL regular season single game record. So congratulations on Andre Mintz. And for the Special Teams Player of the Week, again, we go back to Michigan. Devin Ross of the Michigan Panthers. The Special Teams Player of the Week, 212 yards on 6 kickoff returns, averaging 35 yards. That's a good day right there. And, of course, he had that big 49-yard return in the fourth quarter, which was the longest in the league this year, which set the winning field goal. And right now, I think he's averaging just over 31 yards per kick return, which is, believe it or not, tied for tops in the UFL. So, congratulations to those three players. And, of course, the other big news this week. 1. Ken Whisenhunt has resigned from the Memphis Showboats. Oh, what an up and down season this has been for Memphis already. And I'm sorry, I still think they're a better team than 0-3 record. But my goodness, he's here, he's back, and now he's gone for good. And of course, on the other side, now Wade Phillips of the San Antonio Brahmas is also on a leave of absence because of sickness. This has been a rough year for coaches for any spring football league. I mean, XFL 1, XFL 2, USFL 1 and 2, AAF. Hopefully, the Brahmas and the Showboats can rally. But they're not going to have an easy week this week. And speaking of, let's talk about the games. The first one on the Fox Friday night game of the week. The very same Memphis Showboats have to go into Michigan to play on a very good Michigan Panthers team. Can the Showboats win this game? Yep, I still think they're a good team. But against this Michigan Panther defense, and if Bryce Perkins has the game like he did last week, I'm taking the Michigan Panthers. I'm going to go something like 25-18. And on Saturday, the doubleheader, 12:30 p.m. on the ABC network. I think this is the game of the week right here. St. Louis Battlehawks and the Arlington Renegades. Both teams 2-1. A big game for these two teams because they may either keep pace with the DC Defenders, one way or the other, or they could fall very behind the DC Defenders. DC still has to play St. Louis one more time, and they still have to play Arlington twice. So But I'm calling this the game of the week. This game really intrigues me. This is going to be at Choctaw Stadium. As a fan told me last week of the Battlehawks do not win big games. True, but they have a tendency of winning, following up with a good win also. The Renegades let one get away last week from the Stallions. There was no reason to lose that game, but they just shot themselves in the foot. I still give credit to the Stallions because they are the 3-time defending champions. So who am I taking this game? No, I'm going to go with the Renegades. I'm going with the Renegades. This will be a good game. This will be a close game. Call us in like 2017 Arlington. But this is going to be a good game. And the second game of the night game on Fox, the Birmingham Stallions going to Houston off their big win off Memphis. The Stallions' defense has been awesome. Their offense has been pitiful. And you could say the same thing about the Roughnecks the last 2 games. The defense has been there. The offense has been terrible. The Stallions want to run the ball, but they can't. Houston has shown some life of a running game. But I still think they need to play a hurry-up offense because what they've been doing for the last 2 years under C.J. Johnson, 2.5 years now, is not working. But the Stallions, I still see this being a close game. But I see the Stallions winning because, well, the Stallions are the Stallions, man. Whether they start Matt Corral or I would start Case Cookus. I'm dying to see him play in his offense. But I'm taking the Stallions. This should be a good game. I'm going to go something like 23-13 Birmingham. A late score may do it for Birmingham, but this will be a close game. And, of course, finally, the Easter day game on Fox, 5 p.m. at night. My DC Defenders 3-0 are taking on the 0-3 San Antonio Brahmas. Don't let the records fool you. The Brahmas showed a lot of life last week. Now that Wade Phillips is gone, at least temporarily, let's see how they rally around Peyton Pardee. I'm gonna be biased and take my DC Defenders because one, we are home, and by the way, this is the San Antonio Brahmas' 4th straight road game. If there's one thing they have to improve next year, it's this ridiculous off-balancing schedule. There's no way a team should be playing their first 4 games on the road in a 10-game season. So I'm taking the Defenders to win this one. San Antonio did show life last week. I'm going 23-16 Defenders, so there you go. There are your picks for the week, for week 4, your 3 plays of the week, and of course a couple of big coaching news with the league, with Wade Phillips and Ken Whisenhunt. Ken Whisenhunt's a big loss. I was excited when Memphis hired him. I thought, man, this is good for them. This is good for this league. I'm assuming it's his health. I've been working all week. I've been trying to find information. Comments down below what your opinion like to know. For the love of football, everyone, enjoy the football weekend.